What's up YouTube? For today's video, we're making full Pokemon Trainer Gold Ethan team. This one is for Patreon. If you want your theme team done, you can check it out in the description of the video under the Patreon link. Mouse, this one is for you. So we had some suggestions there of what to use on this team. I picked 6 of the 7 out and had some really cool battles. Tonight we have a triple battle special as well. We even have a battle spot battle on this. So that was pretty cool. Alright, let's get into this one. What is your favorite Pokemon trainer out of all the games? Let me know, even in the anime. Let me know in the comment section of the video. If you enjoyed these videos, please leave a like. Let's see if we can shoot for 1,000 likes. Alright, we have a battle. This one was on my Discord. Discord's in the description of the video too. This was against Mr. Guzzlord, and we've got a 11E lead going for the Sticky Web. So, I'm going to lead off with the Sudowoodo. We've got a physical tanky Assault Vest set, which is actually fairly good. So we've got Wood Hammer, Head Smash, Hammer Arm, and Sucker Punch. We've got Rock Head ability and Assault Vest, as I mentioned before. We got Adamant Nature, Max Health, and Max Attack. So a pretty nice little lead here. I was going to go for a sturdy one, but I thought let's go for a Rock Head one for something a little bit different. Alright, so we got a couple of misses there on the Head Smash, which is a really, really bad lead there, and Sudowoodo is going to sit down and faint. So obviously a terrible start there, missing those moves and getting beaten by a Screech leveling. Alright, so we're going to bring in the Pichu here. I'm actually going to go for a counter. Unfortunately, we got the Leaveney swap here, and my strategy is going to be revealed. Alright, so we got the Ditto coming in here. Now let's go what this Pichu set was. This was we've got Thunder, Volt Switch, Protect, and Counter, Max Special Attack, and Max Speed, Ability Static, and Item Focus Ash. Alright, so swapping out there, we're going to save Pichu for maybe a little bit later on, and we got a non-imposter Ditto transforming into my Politoed. So, on this set, I've got as follows. Now, I did actually mess this set up in a couple of the battles, so we got on this one, it was meant to be a Resto Chesto Toxic Dive set. We've got Ability, Water Absorb, and Item Leftovers, Max Health, and Max Defense, Bold Nature. Alright, sorry, Impish Nature. Alright, so we're going to swap out there, expecting some kind of grass move. Now, they actually went for a Endure here. The reason I went for Earthquake was because I actually have a Fire type on the team, and I thought that'd be a good swap in for them, trying to get that Flash Fire. This Pokemon does have Flash Fire, so I thought that'd be a nice swap in, but to no avail. So we're swapping out the Typhlosion. Now, my Typhlosion was actually a physical set. More on that a little bit later, and we're going to go into the Sunflora. So Sunflora was a special sweeping set, and we've got the Screech Leaveney is going to miss. Screech accuracy is a little bit shaky. Alright, so we've got the Leaveney going for the Endure here. Obviously, it wants to live on 1 health, whether that's going to be like Flail or some kind of strategy, wanting me to actually hit them. Alright, so we're going to put them on 1 health, and of course they're going to activate a berry, being the Custap Berry. Yes, you can get Custap Berry now, and it's going to be a C-Bomb. So C-Bomb is not going to be very effective against Sunflora. It still does a nice chunk of damage to me, being a critical hit. Alright, so Sunflora, let's go over what this set is. So we got Hidden Power Fire. We got Sunny Day with the Chlorophyll, so that's going to double my speed in the sun. We got Solar Bee, which will couple nicely with Sunny Day and be a nice, powerful stab grass move. Now, we've also got Earth Power. Grass types are commonly shut down by Steel types, and you can also hit Poison types with them as well, and Rock types, so it's nice. And we had Hidden Power Fire as the other move. So we got a double Sunflora matchup here, people. I'm going to go for the Sunny Day since there was a scummy web on the field. So we're going to get that Chlorophyll going, which is nice. Now, we got, guys, it's not too often you get to see 2 Sunfloras on the field. Going for that Hidden Power Fire on the Ditto, does some thumping damage, doesn't quite take it out. However, the Ditto is going to have a item, which is, it's a Rowite Berry, so another a berry that's only just been released. Obviously, those berries deal damage if you do hit them, depending on a special or physical move. Alright, so we've got a Solar Beam coming from the Ditto. It just misses the KO on my Sunflora. However, they're going to win the speed tie and take me out with a Disrespect Earth Power. Dang, those moments when you have like speed ties, they're like such important types. Anyway, so we're going to bring in the Typhlosion. I know that I can finish off this Sunflora really easily. Plus, I'm actually going to get boosted by all the fire moves, the fire move that I've got on my Typhlosion being Flare Blitz. So this is a physical set. We've got Earthquake, Flare Blitz, Quick Attack, Thunder Punch, Ability Blaze, and Item Electrium Z. Alright, so that's going to do some heavy damage there. And guess what, guys? I'm going to go for the quick attack and take out the Sunflower. Man, the quick attack wasn't even enough to take out the Sunflower the first time. I was hoping it would be enough, but it wasn't. Alright, so we got 2 Pokemon down at the moment, so it's a pretty even game. So Pickle Deer is going to come in. I need to get rid of these pickles, people. I do not like pickles, as you guys know. So we're going to go for a Flare Blitz in the sun. Now, obviously, there's an Intimidate up, so I know that's going to affect my attack stat. However, I get a thumping critical hit on old Rudolph there, and he's going to climb back to Santa and give him all the pickles back. So my Typhlosion is going to get fainted due to the recoil damage, but man, I can't even complain about that. That was absolutely awesome getting that crit there. Alright, so we're going to bring in the Apom now. This is a special Apom set, so we're going to be making use of Technician on this set. So firstly, we got Nasty Plot to boost our special attack. We got Swift for stab, and obviously it can never miss. We've also got Shockwave for that nice 60 base power Technician boost. Obviously, Technician's ability, it boosts moves, 60 base power and below. So if you can get moves with 60 base power, they're at their fullest power. All right, so we got Water Pulse as the other move as well, and Item Silk Scarf to boost that swift damage. All right, so we're going to go into Politoed here. We got the Rapidash going for the Wild Charge, doing some really hefty damage to my Politoed. Now, I do have the leftovers on this thing, and we got the Toxic on this set too. So this set was sort of like a little bit messed up. I think I forgot to, I think I was making this team, and then I went to bed, and the next day, I battled with it, and I kind of forgot to, finish it off. But that's beside the point. That's fine. All right, so getting some nice leftovers damage there, and Rapidash has got a Toxic on it, which is good. So it's not really going to hang around too often with the Wild Charge and the Toxic. I live on 1 health. I can't believe it from the Wild Charge. So merch is available, people. Thank you for the person who brought the salt mug the other day. Guys, you got to get a salt mug. Link is in the description. They are awesome. I've got all the colors. All right, so we're going to go to sleep here on the Politoed, and she is going to be awesome. So I'm going to get all my health back. Now, Rapidash is in sort of a little bit of a pickle here. It's going to have to go for a Wild Charge or swap out. I'm thinking they're going to go for another Wild Charge. They got absolutely nothing to lose, and the Wild Charge is definitely going to do a lot of damage to Politoed anyway. Plus, the Toxic is already kind of built up, so Rapidash may as well just attack again. So going for the Sleep Talk here, and I'm going to get Rest. Never saw that one coming, and getting some more leftovers recovery. So I was thinking, am I going to be able to live on 1 health twice in a row? And, this Rapidash is going to go down to the recoil damage. Could that possibly happen? I'd be so crazy if it did. Anyway, so we got the Wild Charge. Unfortunately, I do not live that one. I mean, real talk, I was actually lucky to live the first one. So, not a bad result there, getting rid of that Rapidash. And we got the Pichu and the Apom left. So, my Pichu strategy has kind of been revealed. There's not really too much I can actually do with it. So we're going to go into my Apom here. So Apom is a special set. You guys already seen this one. I'm going to go directly for a Water Pulse here. I know there's a chance that it could have Sturdy, but I've got to do it anyway. I hope I can maybe get Confusion or something. So landing that Water Pulse on the Nugget Dude is going to go down in one shot. It's going to bury itself in the ground, and with all its other little nuggets. All right, so that one's down. The last Pokemon we got is the Sylveon here. So I was thinking, okay, Sylveon's got some very, very good special defense. I've got to go for attacking moves and see how much it does. It does absolutely nothing. So we've got a secret scummy power Sylveon here, and it paralyzed me first go. So things are not looking good here, people. They're not looking good at all. So I was thinking, I might be able to get a nasty pull up and then go for another Swift for some extra damage, something like that. All right, so obviously I'm going to get outsped there. I get a nasty pull up, which is really nice. So I'm guessing, judging on the damage I've taken so far, I can, definitely take another Secret Power and maybe get a Swift off against this thing and, try and help out my Pichu up. All right, now we're going to go for the, we're going to go for the Swift here, and Secret Power actually takes me out. So that was definitely max damage there. They must have been mid damage or min damage or mid damage on the first two. All right, so the last Pokemon, as you guys know, is the Counter Pichu, and the only thing I can really do is go for the counter, right? Hoping they'll go for Secret Power. They are going to go for the Secret Power, which is good. Now, my concern was, does this actually have enough damage to take it out? Because Sylveon actually has a lot of health, right? So go for the counter on the Sylveon. Oh, it just misses the KO. My last option here, people, is to go for the Thunder. Hopefully, I can outspeed and, of course, land it at the same time. I outspeed and Thunder lands, and Sylveon is going to go down. Oh, man, that Pichu clutched it in there. Even after revealing my strategy, I don't think that crit actually mattered there. I was actually running max special attack too. Anyway, that was an awesome battle. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. A real nail biter at the end there. All right, let's get on to the second one. This is against Slashy on my Discord, and we got a Lapras lead. So this time, actually, I decided to lead with Sunbow this time, which was my Sunflora. Okay, so I've got the Sunny Day strategy going here. I thought, well, if I set that up, it may work, or it could be bad, because it could like hit me with a move and then finish me off with like an ice shard or something like that. So I took the risk and set up the Sunny Day. I can fire off a very powerful Solar Beam here. Now Lapras obviously has a lot of special defense. It's a very bulky Pokemon, so I didn't expect to actually take it out, but I really wanted to damage the Lapras, then bring something else in, you know, just to revenge KO it and leave it at that. So firing off my big Solar Beam against the Lapras, boy, it does some really good damage there. Almost take out Lapras. Lapras is going to go for the Ice Beam. That's going to take out my Sunflora. But Sunflora did really good there, really nailing that Lapras for some solid damage. Alright, I can bring in pretty much any Pokemon to take this thing out. I'm going to bring in my Sudowoodo. So I do have Sucker Punch on this. I thought that'd be a good move to go for. And that is going to finish off the Lapras. I thought Lapras would be, you know, thinking about going for like a Water type move or an Ice type move on my Sudowoodo. Sudowoodo's special defense isn't the greatest, but with the Assault Vest, it makes it fairly bulky on both sides with this nice natural base defense. Alright, so we got the physical Giraffe Rig coming in here with the Earthquake. That's going to be super effective. It's a solid 3-hit KO against my Sudowoodo. I went for the Head Smash. Head Smash misses. Really unfortunate there. I needed that. So since I missed that first one, I've got to get some damage on Giraffe Rig. Sucker Punch does a lot of damage. Once again, doing like nearly 90% of the Pokemon's health. And now we got the Giraffe Rig going for the Earthquake here. So I was thinking, it'd be kind of obvious to go for the Sucker Punch. So they'll probably be expecting me to go for another move, right? So I decided to go for Sucker Punch again. That was my thought process. And Giraffe Rig is going to go down there. And I mean, they probably couldn't risk swapping a Pokemon out on a Head Smash too, because that's pretty powerful. All right, so we got the Leaveney coming out. Two Leaveneys, two Leaveneys in a row. And we got me first here. I actually went for the Head Smash, so Leaveney is going to use Head Smash, Hacker Exposed people. And this one is going to land. Man, I've always wanted my Sudowoodo to go down to a Head Smash Leaveney. And poor old Sudowoodo is going to sit down again, but this time he actually did pretty dang well. Alright, so now we're going to be bringing in the Typhlosion. We got that Sun happening. This is actually going to benefit me really nicely. So we got a Substitute on the Leaveney, and it's going to throw that sub up. I'm going to go for the Flare Blitz. So I was thinking, I could keep going for the Flare Blitz, right? They could keep going for sub, and then when they get close to going for another sub, I could go for the Quick Attack and actually destroy their Substitute chance and then, you know, finish them off afterwards. That's the, you know, thought process at this point in the game. All right, so we got the Sunlight fading. However, it's a Speed Tie on the Typhlosion, and I'm definitely going to take out Leaveney in one shot there, being 4 times super effective. I think I went over my Typhlosion set. That was max attack and max speed, and we had on that one, we had Jolly Nature. Alright, so we got the Electivire coming out here. I can go for Earthquake or Flare Blitz. I'm going to go for the Earthquake because it's super effective. If the sun was up, I would definitely go for, you know, the Flare Blitz there. Also, going for Earthquake, and, you know, enables me to not take any, you know, Flare Blitz recoil damage too. Alright, so Electivire is going to live that one just and holds up the red card. In comes the Politoes. I was like, oh goodness, it's going to go for a... it's going to go for either like an Earthquake or a Wild Charge against me. It's going to go for the Earthquake, and that red card actually it was kind of bad for the Electivire because it definitely could have buried my Typhlosion. Alright, so Politoed is going to eat that one up really nicely. I'm going to go for the Toxic Air to just finish off this Electivire. Hoping it'll go for Wild Charge, and it didn't have Wild Charge. It had Thunder Punch instead, so in actuality, my Toxic is not going to be able to take out the Electivire this turn. I just thought, like, you know, it would definitely have Wild Charge and just go down to the recoil damage, right? I guess that's the, you know, sort of like the... You can go for a Thunder Punch or Wild Charge on Electivire, right? Wild Charge for more power, you get that recoil damage. For a Thunder Punch, you know, less power, no recoil damage. I quite like going for Wild Charge on Electivire. It kind of needs that little bit more extra base power. Alright, so anyway, regardless of the fact that, you know, my Politoed got Shrek there, Electivire is going to go down. So it's a pretty even battle at the moment. I've got 3 on my side, and they've got 2 remaining. So we've got the Silvally Normal coming out here. I'm going to bring in my Pichu. So I'm going to go for the counter here, hoping it's going to be a physical set. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a Z move. So it's going to be Dragonium Z. And as soon as I seen that, I'm thinking, oh, this might be a special set, and my Pichu is probably, you know, going to fail here. So we got the Devastating Drake here. Now, I've got Thunder on this set, but it's not going to do too much to Silvally, and of course, I'm not going to be able to outspeed a Silvally anyway. Pichu's base speed is like really, really low, and all of its stats like really, really low. So we're going to live on the Focus Sash anyway, and of course, the counter is going to fail. So Pichu was pretty much dead weight in this game. So we got this Silvally going for the Ice Beam. That is going to finish off my Pichu, and it really couldn't do too much this battle. We got very, very well countered, pardon the pun. So I've got Typhlosion left, and I've got one other, and you guys know what that is already. So I can go for, I was thinking, should I go for Flare Blitz, or should I go for my Z move? I was thinking, right, if I go for my Z move, I can get some good damage off. And say if I just went for the Flare Blitz, I'd take recoil damage, they'd probably attack me, and then I go down. So it's better for me to actually probably live the next attack, use my Z move, and then go for the Flare Blitz there, gets that double damage. And if I go down, so be it, I've done some really good damage. So going for the Electrium Z Thunder Punch there, it really does, it kind of does okay damage, I guess. And now we've got the Thunderbolt coming from Silvally. Silvally trying to paralyze me and trying to get some decent damage, I guess, as well. Now, I actually lived that one pretty well. I can't risk going for another Thunder Punch. Flare Blitz is the go-to option here. Does some thumping damage, but it just, man, how many times has a Pokemon, like, just lived in this battle? Like, think about, like, the start of the battle, like the Lapras, the Giraffre, the Electivire, the Silvally. Damn, I only just noticed how close I come to so many one-hit KOs in this game. All right, so this was go time, people. I had to get back in this game. I am going to go for a nasty plot. Now, let me tell you what my thought process was at this point in the game. They had a Pokemon left, right, that was obviously unrevealed, and it, right, was a very, very bulky special defensive Pokemon. So I was thinking, what am I going to do against this Pokemon? It's going to be very, very, bulky. I've got to get up as many, like, nasty pots as possible. So now we've got the Silvally. It missed Draco Meteor the first turn. The second one lands, and it hits me pretty dang hard, considering there. So I was thinking, I've got to go for a third nasty pot. If I don't get 3 nasty plots up, the chances of me taking out the last Pokemon, are definitely not going to happen. Because I know what this last Pokemon is, and, it's a very bulky Pokemon. All right, so we got another Draco Meteor. Desperation Draco Meteor there. And your boy lives on 6 health there. That was absolutely incredible. So I've got +6 in special attack now. I'm a very fast Pokemon. I can go for the Swift and take out the Silvally. Now, this last Pokemon, I'm very certain doesn't have any priority moves whatsoever. It doesn't even get any at all. And that is going to be Ampharos. Ampharos is very bulky in special defense. And the only move I can really hit Ampharos with is Swift. I've got +6 in special attack. I was kind of a little bit worried about an Assault Vest, but that wasn't the case. It's going to go down in one shot. Man, that clutch at the end there, that was an awesome game. Once again, a real nail-biter at the end. All right, so this is the battle I had on Battle Spot. I was just playing around. I thought, let's bring this team and bring 3 Pokemon. So I will stress, this is only a 3v3 this time because I was going on Battle Spot. So this was a battle against Patrick. Patrick, if you ever watched this video, thanks for the battle, man. It was quite funny. So they actually low-key had a theme team here. I'm not sure if they actually realized it or did it on purpose, but they did. So Ariados is going to go for the Sticky Web. Now it's going to go for the Sword Dance. So unfortunately, my Head Smash misses. That's the problem about Head Smash, right? It's a great move, like base power and stuff, but it does have a tendency to miss a lot. So once again, I missed for the Head Smash. Ariados is going to go for another Sword Dance. So they've got +4 on attack now. So they need one more and they're going to be at +6 stats. So it's a really, it's a big worry here. Going for the Head Smash. Finally, it connects. And Ariados, of course, is going to have a Focus Sash. So I was thinking, okay, they're going to go for maybe a Shadow Sneak or just like a weak stab move. I went for the Sucker Punch and I'm going to finish off the Ariados, which is good. I love how Sudowoodo, after it uses Sucker Punch, it kicks his leg up in the air. It's like, get wrecked some. All right, so we've got the Breloom coming out now. I was obviously worried about a fighting move, like a Mach Punch. However, it's going to go for the Spore. So I was thinking, okay, this is kind of bad because it can use Spore and then it can set up right, or it can throw up a Substitute. There's a load of things that it could do against me. Should I swap out? What should I do? Decided here I should stay in. They're going to go for a Sword Dance as well. So you guys might be able to see the pattern going for so far. So Ariados used Sword Dance. Breloom used Sword Dance. So I was like, really interesting. Like 2 Pokemon Sword Dance. That's quite interesting. So instead of having like raw base power, they've got 2 set up Pokemon. All right, so we got the Mach Punch coming from the Technician Breloom, and there's no way on this wide world that Sudowoodo is going to live that one. All right, so I can see it's got the Life Orb too. That's going to do a lot of damage. So I thought, okay, well, this is a prime opportunity to send out my counter Pichu. I hope they don't go for Spore or Sword Dance. That'd kind of suck. Unfortunately, they go for another Sword Dance. It's like, why do they go for another Sword Dance for? Maybe they were just checking what I was going to do. I almost went for a Protect there. I'm going to go for Counter, and it's going to fail. So now Breloom actually goes for the Mach Punch. I was like, sweet. I've got the Focus Sash and I've got counter. They probably didn't expect maybe they didn't expect the Pichu to go for a counter again, and counter is going to take out the Breloom. So that was really good. I've only got Pichu left. The Pichu is going to be able to easily be revenge KO'd by whatever Pokemon is left. So that is their Lucario. So I can't do anything. This has got like Extreme Speed, Bullet Punch, everything. It doesn't even need those moves. And of course, it's going to be a Mega Lucario. So I was like, okay. My other Pokemon I picked was Typhlosion. So I was like, okay, this actually isn't bad. Their third Pokemon uses Sword Dance. Like, what? It's like a full Sword Dance team. So I was like kind of worried. It's like, damn, like Sword Dance on Mega Lucario is like, that's nothing to sniff at. Going for the Thunder, hoping for a Parahax. I don't get it. I was actually pretty impressed by Pichu's Thunder damage there. And now they went for a Meteor Mash. That was so risky. I was hoping Static would actually kick in, but it doesn't. So they were getting fairly lucky at the moment. All right, so we're going to go into the Typhlosion here. So I was thinking, okay, it's got Sword Dance, it's got Meteor Mash. It must have some kind of fighting type move. If it doesn't, Typhlosion could actually live if it doesn't have any coverage like that. They're going to have the high jump kick. It doesn't miss, and Typhlosion is going to go down. I was going to go for the Flare Blitz and go for the draw there. But, man, that was a pretty interesting battle. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.